Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Michigan. He just sprints into the end zone. That is an unforgettable moment to that kick returner. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. On the run, it's Mason. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First and 10 now for the offense.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Now it's second down here. The shotgun handoff here. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, good tough running here by this Virginia Tech running back. The offensive line did their job to give him just enough room there to be able to get vertical and pick up valuable yards to keep this drive alive.
And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of him for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Wolverines hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run on that play. It got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's got some room. Can he get there? And the defense just makes the stop short of the goal line, brought down at the 1. So instead of a chip shot attempt for a 2-score lead, they keep the... And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle, and I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go. He uses that vision to get this touchdown.
Automatic in the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
The game makes it second and medium. Off play action, he's looking to throw. That's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Back to throw. It's Davis. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this third and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Receiver in motion now. And he'll drop back here on third down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. The ball is loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
The offense is set up with excellent field position. Handoff heading left. Will he score here? Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Tech on the PHC again, and it's 28-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. And they bounced back from that right away. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down.
Here we go.
Takes the handoff. It's Mason. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down.
22 Spider.
Sticking with the running game. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Darkies pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Yankee blue.
Play action here on first down. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
They're going to run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Gaucho. Gaucho.
Dropping back, it's Davis. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the extra point makes this a 35-zip game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return begins inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a quick grab.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Completion sets up a second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching the game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball handed off. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The shotgun run call. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the +40.
Look, I realize in any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Back to pass. It's Davis. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense has got the football.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen, but he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made across the middle by the running back.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Vaughn. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Pressure is coming. With the catch, it's Vaughn. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they make the extra point. Trail now 35-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this 1st down play. scanning the field. It's Davis. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And the ball is picked off. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Took contact on the throw. And it's incomplete. Even on the first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the wideout goes in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
The offense doesn't come up with a completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner will be brought down. Offense is back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Dropping back, it's Davis. Throws to the tight end. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Going for his running back. It's complete. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Testing the right side here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Pound 55.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. They pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And the Wolverines have 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Ready.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
The Wolverines are in the red zone now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. Touchdown, Wolverines. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick throw to the left. It's caught downfield. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Touchdown, Michigan. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Man, that is every defensive lineman's dream. And he played running back in high school or Little League. He showed some tremendous athletic ability once he came up with that interception to take it into the end zone.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Finds room at the 30. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Mason. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew him. With anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses him.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
This is why they're in the playoffs, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Handoff from the shotgun. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
And the Hokies with 1st and 10 here. Looking to pass this time. Running out, and he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset their plan to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. He'll hand it off. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
What a game for this offensive line of scrimmage. Boy, really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing, a couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
Second down play coming up.
Here we go.
Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Defense is coming after him. Catch made on the right side. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason, into the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And the ball to the ground. Guy who coughs it up, recovers it, and prevents the turnover.
When the ball's on the ground, it's some...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
No, not an explosive play, but a great wrinkle to make the defense have to respect the perimeter and defending the perimeter. This time they lose the edge, and the receiver makes them pay for it coming off that jet sweep.
The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Important 2nd down play coming up. A handoff to the back. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He missed it. A misfire there, but this has been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Matthews. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more